We're good? All right. Hi, friends. This is Megan and Elisa. We're here in VBS Village. And I don't know if you guys know Elisa, but she is our decorating dynamo here at Group VBS. She comes up with all these great ideas to help you guys create awesome experiences for your kids at VBS's. And so for Shipwrecked this year, she was just kind of playing around with some different ideas of how to make these anchor chains. And we have some different options for you, ranging from cheapest, like almost free option here, a little bit more expensive, and slightly more expensive than that, but still definitely doable, and it just really depends on what you want to do. So Elisa is going to walk us through how to make these chains now. So let's start with the paper chain. So I'm going to move these off.
Okay.
And what do we need for this?
We're going to start with just some plain white packing paper.
Okay. So you might have this like left over in your craft closet or something like that. Is that where you found it?
Yeah, and this was actually a wider roll that I just cut in half.
Oh, perfect.
So I just made it a little thinner. So if you've got the wide roll, don't sweat it, just cut it. And then it's about 18 inches wide, and you're just going to crumple it up really well. And the more you crumple it, the tighter your chain is going to appear. You can have somebody twist it if you want, but you're just going to crumple it. And you would do this the whole length of your paper. We're just going to go a ways here. Just like how you make the crumple the vines for the, you're going to crumple this paper really well and really tight. I'd probably go a little tighter, but now I made a loop, a great big loop, and I'm going to stick my hand right through that loop, and then you want to make sure that we'll tie it off there. So I'm going to stick my hand through this loop. And you're just going to keep doing that. Grab the loop, or put your hand through that loop, and then grab the paper. And as you can see, it uses up a lot of paper. That little chain that I did was about 20 feet of paper, the chain that you saw earlier. So it does take a lot of paper, but it's super easy and super fun. And you're just going to keep doing that all the way down the length of the chain.
And really, the tighter you have it, the easier it's going to be to pull it through.
Right.
So if you can have somebody helping you scrunch it up, maybe scrunching up better than I'm doing right now, then it's going to go a lot faster for you as well.
And to finish it off, we'll use black paint first, and then silver paint.
And just spray paint?
Yep, just spray paint.
Okay.
So once you pull this tight, it's a big, chunky, fun chain. And of course, you'd want to make it longer, and you can tape the ends together and just keep going with that same technique. Okay?
So you would just spray, you would spray all of it with black first?
Yes.
And then you would just kind of do some accents with silver?
Yep.
Okay.
And that gives it that
kind of fun, shimmery look. Awesome.
Why do you use the black paint instead of the silver?
It just, the paint soaks into the paper really well, so that black paint seems to give it a nice base, and then it takes the silver, so you can just splash it with silver. So it helps the paper take the paint.
Awesome. Thanks for that question, Rochelle.
Awesome. All right, next we want to do we'll do the duct tape, which we love duct tape here in VBS Village. We use it for a lot of different things, and Elisa amazed me once again with this one.
This is fun. It's more durable. I feel like the kids could even do like a tug-a-rope kind of fun game or something with that. So we're going to start with a technique. You're going to use a lot of duct tape. So I'm going to give Megan that little piece because we're going to do sticky side up. So to do that, we just tape it.
So we just taped that down so it'll stay in place.
Yep, we're going to tape both ends down so it stays in place. And then we
So then we kind of take it and we put it upside down so that it sticks to itself.
Yes, so we're sticking the two sticky sides together. And this does help to have friends lining up the tape.
Yeah.
So you're going to start with that. So we've done a piece already for you. 20 feet is what we did to make this other chain. So it does use a lot of tape, but it's so much fun. So if you don't tape them together perfectly and you have a little bit of sticky side up showing, just flip it over. Just make it so that you can't feel any stick. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and start. I'm going to have, after I get this started, I'm going to have Megan hold this end for me. Starting is a little tricky. It is like a crochet kind of start. I like to start with a knot. And then go ahead and pull this through.
So it's pretty much the same technique.
It is.
You were just using.
Yep. So you're grabbing, and it's a little loose at first, and it'll get tighter as you go. But you're just going to continue to pull the tape through the hole. We'll tighten that end up in a minute.
And I have a question from Linda. Could you fold the duct tape in half for a skinnier chain that uses less tape?
Oh, sure. That's a fabulous idea, too. I wanted a little bit chunkier chain, but if you want a smaller chain, that works great, too, and uses less tape. Okay, so we'll have you hold that there, and we'll fix this end. I'm just going to clean up this end a little bit here.
And the nice thing about this version is you don't have to use any paint at all with it because obviously the duct tape is silver.
Go ahead and give it a tug. It's really, and after you tug it, I think it looks even more like a chain.
Mm-hmm.
So, fun, right?
Very fun. Awesome. So we have one more version to show you. And it is using remind me what this is. It's cotton piping. Cotton piping. So if any of you make your own pillows out there, apparently this is what you would use. And it sounds like you can find it at a local fabric store or craft store. But Elisa is going to show us how to make this version of the anchor chain.
Yep. So we're going to let you hold this. I always have trouble getting started here. There we go. So that's what it looks like to start. And then we just pull. Again, it's just going through this big loop and grabbing it.
So you stick your hand through the loop that you've just pulled. It looks
right.
Like. Okay, and then you pull through that way.
Yep. And I just love this because it looks like chain. This stuff is sold, the more narrow it is, the cheaper it is. But it's upholstery edging, cotton piping, so it's things that you'd use to edge a couch or pillows or those kind of projects. So think of those kind of stores to find it. Sometimes Walmart has it or other retailers that have crafts departments. So you go a lot further with less material because it stays a little tighter. So there it is. And this one definitely, just like the paper, it soaks up a lot of paint. So I do black first and then spray silver over the black.
Awesome. Well, there you have it. 3 ideas for how to do anchor chains for your VBS. Elisa, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you guys for joining us. Anchors away.